Well, Alex, first goal since your return to the club. I imagine it's clouded a little bit. You didn't get the win.
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously nice to get on a score sheet, but I think I'd trade that in quite quickly for 3 points, to be honest. Thought we played really well today as a team. It seems to be a bit of a common theme. Yeah, it was. I think that's the right way to say it, a bit of a clouded emotion right now.
Because it was frustrating, wasn't it? Because it was a slow start to the game for both sides, but you really took the game to them and scored when you were on top, and then conceded so quickly again.
Yeah, it was frustrating not to see it through to half time. The right things were said at half time in regards to both ends of the pitch. Felt like we had very strong territory, high territory in the second half, and it falls on responsibility of us all, but especially up top, to be able to get that second goal that we needed so much. We didn't quite get it today.
And you came up against a goalkeeper who was in good form. He saved a number of chances, but is it down to you to put them away?
I mean, yeah, it's sometimes a keeper who can have a good game, but ultimately, you train all week to put the ball in the back of the net, and you can curse your luck about someone having a good game. Then maybe we could look at ourselves and say we should have put it out of his reach. And
I imagine the whole squad are a bit frustrated. You could see when the full-time whistle came, because that was as dominant a second half performance in particular as you've been all season.
Yes, again, I totally agree, and it's why it's so frustrating for us players. But I can imagine watching the fans, great support again, loyal support, we don't want it to keep these games be falling away from us and just getting points, a single point here and there. So it's something that we've had a very stern chat about in the changing room. We know what we need to try and do. It's pretty obvious, and I can only thank the fans, club, for their continued support, because we're really working as hard as we can, and we know what we need to do, and we are just very fine margins away from achieving something very, very special here.
Yeah, because 6 draws in the opening 10 matches, you're clearly hard to beat. It's just that final ball, isn't it? It seems at the moment.
Yeah, that's right. And I think my sentiment stays the same. That it's we need to, when we're on top, we need to be ruthless in both boxes. Seems to be the sentiment mostly, and that does fall on us front line to score more goals and put some more chances away. But it's a collective responsibility at the same time. So yeah, today's a frustrating day, but there are positives to take out of it, but they don't feel very positive right now compared to what they could have been.
And you're one of the more experienced players. There's a few experienced professionals in this team. Is it down to you guys to sort of pull the team together ahead of 2 tricky away games?
Yeah, the gaffer's given us everything. The responsibility falls on the team that's out there, the subs, the squad, everyone, and we have to take ownership of what we do, because all the tools are there to put all these performances into points, and at least we're not losing, but it's that's not good enough for Yeovil Town. We need to be competing right at the top end of the table, and at least we're not far off it, but you don't want to keep saying that, and that won't become a common theme. We're making sure of that.
And just a word on the fans. The past 2 games particularly, they've really enjoyed the football that you've been playing. You just need to give them that 3 points, because they're behind you, aren't they?
They certainly are, and as I said just a second ago, that it's humbling to hear the support from the stands. They're behind us. It's nice they can appreciate sometimes the good performances, but I think we'd start to take maybe an ugly 1-0 over a pretty 1-1. But yeah, no, humbled by their support, the whole team, whole club is, and we really encourage them to continue to get behind us.
Thanks for your time, Alex.
Thank you so much.